Comic Army, see this thumbnail? You're going to want to check out that video that's on my channel. This is my big push for 600 subscribers. I'm going to be giving away a lot of prizes once I hit 600 subscribers. You're not going to want to miss out. Comic Army, my name is Chris the Comic Vet. Happy New Comic Book Day. I sure hope that I remember to make this public and not private. Anyways, I'm joined by my good friend Rob. And there he is, just like that. See, no hands.
Magic.
Magic. Yeah, I really hope that I hit. Yeah, okay. Well, now I see there's one person in the chat. Anyways, there's no comments, no nothing. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Rob, can you go check to see if this is actually live? Anyways.
Yes, live.
Yes,
we
pardon?
are. We are live.
All right. I
It's
know
not
that we're
live.
live, but I mean live to the public.
Yes, I just went and checked real quick.
Awkward. Now it's awkward. Anyways,
He
like
edited
I
out
said,
in
happy.
post.
What's that?
You just edited it out in post.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll save it in post.
Alright, kicks out of Samurai Ken. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Well, everyone needs a vet of some sort, don't they? A vet for your pets. A vet for your comics. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. The comic vet. Bum bum. The comic vet. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. The comic vet. Bum bum. Here to fix up your comic problems. That is. He's here to fix up your comic problems. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. The comic vet. Bum bum. A vet for your pets. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. The comic vet. Bum bum. Well, everyone needs a vet of some sort, don't they? Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. The comic vet. Bum bum.
So I don't have control of my own channel here, and Rob's having a little bit of fun, folks. So yeah, the other video that you see there, Rob, that's DJ's one. Okay, so
Yeah, no,
I'm in a hotel. Long story short, Ontario, like much in the western or eastern United States, is being hammered by a blizzard. And so better to be safe than sorry. I'm in a hotel that's actually really close to my work. I'm sure I could have got home. It's just not worth driving in the kind of mess that's out there today. And yeah, but the good news is I came armed. I'm packing. That's the way I should say. I'm packing. Anyways, this is a part where I normally say hello to everyone in the chat. Rod did that already, so yeah. Anyways, Ruben, hope that you're doing well, my man. I see Comics with Murdoch. Welcome. Nice to see you. But Rob, so how are you today? Rock City.
Sir, I am doing better now that work is done for the day.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I had nothing but meetings wall to wall from 6 a.m. till 4 p.m. It just sucked.
Yeah, today was one of those kind of days for me too. It's just everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, but went right. But it was just that little bit of little extra effort that you don't want to do, but it's done, so it's satisfying. But in the back of your mind, there's this blizzard going on outside. Oh man, well, how am I going to get through this? But it is what it is. It just sucks that it's actually going to be like 2.5 days worth of constant snowfall. And I know that you feel no pain or pity for me being in California.
No, I don't understand your pain. Is what it is, living in California. But
It's
although
just
I sure wouldn't mind some. You want to ship some of the snow over? We could really use it to
put out fires and stuff. But
fucking drink.
But yeah, Austin LeMay, I see you, my man. Hope that you're doing well. Yeah, I just decided it's just easier to grab a hotel. I have a little bit of a journey to and from work, and why risk being late tomorrow or missing a day when I can just stay with the friendly folks at the Holiday Inn? So here I am.
Where polar bears are not allowed.
Yeah, well, I hope not. Anyways, Stephen C., hope that you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, so Rob, did you hit your comic shop today?
That was the only hour of the day that I didn't have meetings. But during that hour, well, because I block it out of my calendar, it says
Okay.
that I have a meeting that's scheduled
Right.
every week on Wednesday. Yeah, there's a reoccurring meeting. But I worked answering messages while I was doing it. So, but I got books.
But yeah, so today was an interesting day for New Comic Book Day. It was actually one of the bigger. This week is actually one of the bigger New Comic Book days of the month. Usually, the first week of the month or last week, whatever you want to call it. I guess today's the 2nd of February. But there was a few number ones that came out. A couple interesting image titles when it comes to number ones came out. My comic shop did not pick up or did not order in, or the comic shop didn't get in this story that's supposed to be based in Africa by two gentlemen who were from Nigeria. I heard comparisons to this story from to We Live. Now that's big expectations. However, the name of the title escapes me. I hope someone in the chat knows what I'm talking about. But Dale, my man, hope that you're doing well. I missed out on that. I'm probably going to have to hit up another comic shop when the weather gets significantly better and safer, and check out that title. It's a 2-word title. I don't want to play charades, but yeah, that was one of the books that was
Not the right guy to ask.
yeah kind of on my radar. There was an interesting Star Wars book that got released today that's affiliated with is it Disneyland or Disney World, one of the Disney parks. And it could be a little bit of a long-term spec for those that want to play that game. Also, Marvel's franchise released a pretty hot book. I'm presuming is sold out in most comic shops today, featuring a new Goblin. We'll get into that a little bit later. It was the return of Geiger this week as well. And when Marvel releases the franchise character, DC seems to do the same thing as well, as we had another one of the franchise titles be dropped from DC or get released from DC. I did see in some news recently that Wonder Girl actually, I believe, has been canceled by DC. Interesting character. We'll see what happens if they bring her back and take her out of the hands of Joelle Jones. New Masters. Thank you very much, Taylor. Hope that you're doing well, Taylor. Yeah, New Masters was something that was on my radar. I'll have to pick it up a little bit later. I'm sure Taylor read it and will probably say, if it's good, it's fine. If it's not, he'll rip the hell out of it.
It's interesting to see them cancel Wonder Girl, given the upcoming Death of Justice League stuff. I mean, they're reading a bunch of spec on the Batman side of who's going to take over. So I was just kind of curious from that side. I thought it was all in place. Or maybe that's why they're canceling it, because they're going to move her into the Wonder Woman title. Who knows?
I don't know. Like I read Wonder Woman monthly, and it's still pretty good. It's not as good as what Black Widow is on the Marvel side right now, which is done by Kelly Thompson with covers done by Adam Hughes. But right now it's a little bit of Cloak and Dagger stuff with Black Widow, whereas Wonder Woman is moving forward, heavy plot points. But we'll see what happens with Wonder Girl. Again, interesting character, came in with a lot of fanfare, came in with a big bang, and then right from issue 1 was actually really good by Joelle Jones, and then issue 2 kind of bit the tank. Who's our guest, Rob?
It's Kyle. Do you have books, Kyle?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh, then
Okay.
I get to keep you
we
in
just
here.
lost Kyle. Oh, he's back.
No, he's here. He's been here the whole time. You're on hotel Wi-Fi.
That's exactly.
It's true. It's true.
In a polar bear storm.
I was hoping to say New Masters, but Taylor beat me to it, so I couldn't get in fast enough.
Yeah.
Now, did you have a chance to go through it, Kyle?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
All right. Without spoiling it, is it worth picking up?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello there, man.
That's Spidey.
Okay. Snowing. It's not snowing in Australia.
No, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing I can say about living in Canada. For everyone that says, "Oh, I never see snow and I deal with all these kind of weather problems like a blizzard," I don't have venomous spider problems. That seems to be the opposite of when you don't have snow. You have a venomous spider problem.
Well, how are you going to become a superhero with spider-based powers if you don't have a spider bite you?
Well, I generally don't hang out in front of reactors and make those spiders radioactive.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah, that's what you
should all take a field trip to Chernobyl, and I'm sure we might be able to get some superpowers.
I don't think we need to be bit by anything to have something happen to us if we went to Chernobyl. By the way, great HBO show. Chop and Drop, happy new comic book day.
Yeah. What are you doing?
One of the nice guys on YouTube leaves nice comments every time someone releases a video. I appreciate that. Okay, let's Rob, if you wouldn't mind, let's get into what I got.
You have it, sir.
So a little while ago, Venom dropped. Venom issue 4 dropped, and that was not available. So I have this. Interesting. But with that being said, I got me one of these.
Yeah!
That's my man right there. I'd like to thank Remy for giving me permission to have that available for when something really positive happens. I'm going to play that video, or in this case, Rob had it ready to go. So Rob, thanks, man. For those of you that are joining me, I am in a hotel. I am doing this off my phone like what I used to. It's not off a laptop. This was a little bit of an emergency situation. The weather is really bad here in Ontario. Decided just to stop, drop, and roll. And so we're doing it here. Now I have given Rob some creative control with the channel, so he's kind of handling, the lighting up of comments and that kind of thing. So thanks again, Rob.
Coming soon, digital mustaches for everyone.
Yes. I see we have another gift.
It's Taylor Winder.
I'm a henchman.
That's a henchman. Nice.
Oh. I'm nothing if not a corporate whore.
I love you for it, sir.
Oh, I see Tyler is saying that he just finished shoveling for the 6th time. Yeah, we're getting it right here in Ontario.
We've got no snow. Move to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
We didn't get any.
Yeah. No.
It's like Canada, but with more alcohol and slightly more dicks.
I don't know about the dicks part. Probably more guns. That's probably just the one thing I would say.
Oh yeah,
just like Canada, except more guns.
There's a ton of guns here. It's overcompensating for tiny German penises. It's like.
Hey, Chris, show me what else you got.
Okay, switch over to the independent stuff, and since we're talking about Canada, why not talk about Todd McFarlane?
Hey,
this is the latest issue of Spawn. This is a fantastic cover. 326. But the funny thing is, there's nothing to do with Todd McFarlane in this book.
The funny thing is, we still consider Spawn an independent book at this time.
Is it now? It's, I guess, technically the king of indies, right? So a book that's gotten better since Chip Zdarsky decided to make an appearance in it is Crossover. This is issue 11 of Crossover with that.
Oh, did you read it yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't read anything yet.
Oh man, you're gonna love the last page of that.
Okay, this is
read it backwards just so he can be wrong.
Return of the Jedi homage.
I'm renaming that book Kate Sturbation.
Yeah, that's a good approximation of it.
Speaking of Chip Zdarsky, this is issue 3 of New Burn.
Nice.
First 2 issues were terrific. I'm hoping this continues.
It's
probably. Yeah. We'll switch over to Marvel. I'm going to go with kind of the franchise. This is Savage Spider-Man, issue number 1. So I gave up on Nonstop Spider-Man, I believe, after issue 2. It was just not good. But I heard that this kind of has that same flavor or kind of continues. Either way, I'll give it a go.
This time, instead of being on cocaine or crack, he's on bath salts.
Yeah.
It's just a different.
So back to Chip Zdarsky.
If you've read Nonstop Spider-Man, you understand how funny that was. So I hope the chat enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I'll be here all week.
Let's switch over to something that Chip Zdarsky does that's, much heralded. It's Daredevil, but this is Woman Without Fear, issue number 2. I enjoyed issue number 1.
Yep.
This has Kraven the Hunter in it, so I am looking forward to reading this. Chip Zdarsky and Kraven the Hunter. We'll see how it goes. Now, I spoke a little bit earlier about a Star Wars book, possibly being a little bit of a long-term spec. Up to you. I went with it anyway. This is Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Halcyon Legacy.
This is the 30-year spec right here.
This is for whoever visits Disney.
Yep.
May want to pick this book up after.
Take it with you and have all the characters sign it.
Is that
a little Disney princess book?
They're building a hotel,
yes.
But they said that it's going to be done in like 2050 or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, the LA one.
Yeah. Okay. Switch to DC and go with their franchise. This is 120 of Joshua Williamson's Batman. Let's see what happens with, the death of Abyss.
Middleton was the cover artist for the Wonder Woman books.
Right. His Batgirl stuff is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Game of Thrones, issue number 4.
It's not Wheel of Time.
So if you guys checked out Two Cool Guys this past Sunday, you'll see that Mark's pick was a Jeff Johns offering, and what an offering it is. It's the 80-page giant, The Return of Geiger.
It is beefy, yes.
Yeah, multiple stories in this book.
Is that the A cover?
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Is that the A cover?
My hot pick. Go ahead.
On Geiger? Was that the A cover?
Yes, it was.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, this throwback to DC annuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Surprise, surprise. My hot pick was The Amazing Spider-Man. Enough said. This is Spider-Man 889, better known as 88. With the introduction of the Queen Goblin. We'll see if this is the clone or the original. Anyways.
I don't know. That character looks straight out of the 90s.
This is short-term spec in its finest.
Taylor,
right out 90s? I like that you say that because it's Arthur Adams that did the cover too.
Her mace has pumpkins on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
She'd have her glider smog checked. So
Jesus.
She'd fail.
What a horrible character design. That's like Red Goblin 2099.
That's it. That's all I got.
I wanted more.
Robert, show us what you got.
Show me.
I'll start off with the franchise. Who needs to go get her glider smog checked? Actually, I had in my hand. I had also the Gwen Stacy one. For some reason, my LCS put it in my book, and I said I can't get into these alt covers.
There's going to be 16 of them, so it's good that you didn't start. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just couldn't do that. So I didn't do that. Instead, I just went with, I'm a sucker for the design variants. So I went and picked up the design variant.
Do you know the ratio number on that by chance, Rob?
I think it's just a 1 in 10.
1 in 10.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, usually,
but that's the Patrick Gleason, though, right?
Yeah, it's the Gleason.
Yeah.
Usually the design variants are for Marvel are 1 in 10s.
Oh, Nick, I'm glad you're here.
But that was the only one I picked up. I didn't like the 1 in 25. Of course, Batman. No incentive variant this week. I don't know if they had one or not. I just didn't find.
I don't think they did. I think they've given up. Like
Batman? Was that the regular Batman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one with him holding the smoothie, the ratio?
Oh, maybe it was.
Well, that's a 1 in 25. I thought.
Maybe it was really ugly, and I decided not to pick it up then.
I thought hipster Batman. I thought that's what they were calling it.
So
It's a
Detective
mine.
Comics.
Yeah.
Trapped in a box.
Psycho Pirate. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh, the B cover for Batman 120. I think got him out of order. I thought that this was for some reason I thought this was the I Am Batman. Stupid me. Noctera, issue 7.
Number 7.
Had to stay away
missed
from
out on that
Lids.
one.
I had to stay away from the incentives on this one because they wanted
Is that the
lot
Fabok?
of money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nocterra is still pretty hot.
Yeah, the 1 in 25 in my LCS is like $100 or something crazy.
Was that just a black and white Fabok?
So there was a 1 in 25 that was pretty low. Or sorry, I don't know if it was 1 in 25. The black and white was pretty low, but there was like 2 or 3 other. And I know my LCS had one at $100. They said that they thought it would. When I asked the guy, I said, "What's the ratio on that?" He said it's either like 1 in 75 or 1 in 50 or something. But
yeah, maybe I had my numbers wrong, but it was a color one. It was a cool looking cover, but not.
Yeah, exactly. I said, you know what? I'll come back and pick that up in 3 weeks when it's half price.
Yeah.
Did they have Blacktop Bill on it? Is that why it was so expensive?
No, I had her on it.
It's just the ratio.
Okay.
Plus, because it's an independent book, they don't normally care. Especially if it's a 1 in 50 or 1 in 75.
They have like one of them.
They buy what's ordered plus maybe 5 or 10 copies. They're not buying tons and tons. So
I have high hopes for this book. I like the first issue. It was a good recap for people who haven't been following Star Wars.
And the incentive variant.
Oh, the card one.
Yeah. Yeah, Gwen Sabat. Cool. The Hallian Legacy. Halcyon, or whatever the fuck it is.
I'm gonna get the connecting variants of that one.
And the incentive variant.
Oh, that's wicked.
I think that's concept design.
And Star Wars: The High Republic.
Nice.
Austin, sir.
And the incentive.
Man.
Hello, Austin.
What's up, Austin?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Mr. LeMay.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Kyle.
I didn't see you there.
What do you got?
I got the inappropriate cover of Sweet Paprika #7.
Kyle looks like he's hiding out in the garage planning to kill the president.
There we go.
Is it inappropriate because you're picturing inappropriate things on the cover?
No, they actually put this pink cover in front of it to block the.
Oh, so there's actually.
I thought it was a sketch cover.
Yeah. So
No, actually
like all hot to trot.
The idea.
When he takes the cover off, you're going to be hot to trot too. Apparently,
I'm not going to show the cover because this one's like extra inappropriate. But it's just like a backing board. But
well, you can always put your finger over what would get me in trouble on YouTube.
Don't finger paprika.
Scott.
Oh, it's just some nits.
Oh, that's not
extra.
Yeah,
that's
they're like
you're an American, God damn it, Kyle. That's why you think it's inappropriate.
I'm just trying to be courteous to the
You're in countries with a European flavor. That's nothing.
That's right. Stop being a Puritan.
Have you ever read Zombie Tramp?
I've never had to read it. I got everything I needed right off the cover.
And then since we got Austin in here, I also picked up Geiger, but I picked up an 80-page sketch cover.
Was that a premium to buy that one, or was it just normal cover price?
What was cover price on it? I don't even know. Can you tell me the price off yours?
$7.99.
$7?
Yeah, $8.
$8, $7.99.
Yep.
It's on the front.
That makes sense.
Actually, yeah, $7.99. Same thing. So, and then I got a couple more books. I'm not sure if anybody's reading Shino Kage, but issue #6 came out. So I picked up Shino Kage.
Who's the publisher for that?
Black Box Comics. This is the only title that I pick up from them, and it is awesome. Shino Kage. They had a trade. It was the first 3 issues. Now they're going to have another trade for this 3 issues. And I think this might be the last one. And then I picked up this. And then I also picked up this. But yeah, dude, I'm digging the music in the back. Oh, and then I picked up a Demon Slayer pop. Giyu Tomioka. For those who know about Demon Slayer pops. So yeah, and that's it.
Phenomenal. Thanks for swinging by with that.
What's up, nerds?
Taylor.
So my LCS got no Marvel in this week at all.
Same with mine, actually. If you notice, I didn't show a single Marvel book.
But I did get this from eBay.
Oh, nice.
It needs some cleaning, definitely. I mean, and this might be. I might try and learn how to clean on this book, which normally I do it on a shittier book, and I might find a shittier book first. But this cost me $1. I go, it was a $1 win on eBay. So
how much? What number is it? I can't tell.
Two.
Number 2, first printing, clean, sharp corners. Not a lot of spine ticks, but there is some ink bleed and some fading down here. So I mean, it's mid-grade, but still
really hard to see. You're on hotel Wi-Fi, Taylor.
Am I? Well,
yeah, you're borrowing Chris's bandwidth.
I don't know what the hell. I
was Wisconsin looking now.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway.
It's looking like internet in the 1990s.
Yeah, it always
so issue 2. That's the first. What's that? Issue 2 is the first Han Solo and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this only happens when I stream on Chris's show. So.
That's weird.
I mean, honestly, like I don't have any issues when I'm doing. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I don't. So, Geiger.
It's just like putting Vaseline on a lens.
Yeah, Newburn. Hang on, wait. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that smear off of there. No. 1 Star Squadron, which is a pretty fun read that nobody else is reading. This is New Masters. This is the one that Chris was talking about earlier. Pretty decent.
They're asking. We can do it. There we go. They're asking about your Star Wars for $1.
Yeah, I got the Star Wars for $1. Shipping was $5, so it's $6 total.
Wow.
Noctera. I think I'm the only one.
I like that cover by Daniel.
Yeah. What's that?
So I really like that cover by Tony S. Daniel there.
Yeah, me too. It reminds me of what's her face from G.I. Joe, kind of.
Lady J.
Oh, the evil one.
Baroness.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah.
I couldn't tell; it was all blurry.
Yeah, fuck off. Batman, which is not actually
Station Manny.
Kate Sturbation, number 12.
Did you know who shows up at the end?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I thought?
Sure.
Magic
Order.
Why?
Because
why even bother?
Kyle?
I'm gonna have to look.
Are you talking about Boba Fett, Kyle?
The Mandalorian comes in and saves it.
The book that Mark likes.
Justice Incarnate.
Yeah.
I barely read it.
Echo Lands, which I'm dropping.
Oh no.
It's gorgeous, but it makes no goddamn sense.
Oh, that's true.
Primos.
I'm surprised you picked that up.
I had it on my pull list from a month ago, and I forgot.
A lot of people got it.
This was awful. This was fucking horrible.
Wait.
Oh my god! Look who shows up in crossover.
I disagree, man. I thought it was awesome.
Oh, I hated it. But my worst book of the week, Speed Republic, number 1 by man. This makes no goddamn sense.
It's like rated R Speed Racers.
Have you read it, Kyle?
I flipped through it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Read it because it makes
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I understand that.
It just makes. I mean, I'm down with ridiculous, but there has to be some kind of cohesion that holds it all together, and there is fucking nothing. So anyway,
Miss So was asking about what was 1 Star Squadron.
1 Star Squadron is sort of like Heroes for Hire for DC, with like all these D-list and E-list heroes that are down on their luck, and it's a talent agency run by Red Tornado, and it's like corporate America. Sort of like the Heckler from the 80s is in there, and Power Girl, and 1 Minute Man, and a bunch of these other ridiculous.
Such a horrible name.
Yeah. It's exactly. It's written by Mark Russell, who did Not All Robots and a couple other things. So it's very satirical, but it's fun. So
I don't understand that villain's name.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor. Did you bring enough for everyone?
I did. You want some?
Yeah.
It's probably the coldest day of the year, so of course my son wants ice cream.
That's legit.
So can we get comments on the new wall?
Yeah! Yeah!
I've been waiting to use that one myself. Okay.
The only thing is that the damn TV. Well, that glare happens from that, but it's the TV that gives you the reflection of you, of your monitor. So it's although you get nice infinite you.
You should put your logo on that TV.
Yeah.
All right, I can do that. Ask and you should receive. By the way, I want you to take a look
And all the crow stuff.
All the crow
And
stuff, but
no statues underneath the comics on the walls. When you take them down on SlabHub, you won't damage your statues.
Yeah,
Very smart.
The Austin LeMay wall right there.
There we go. Now it's complete.
Now you guys got me all
Go rogue.
Yeah, I'll get to my comics.
Hey Nick, do you press books?
I do.
I got these Black
Holy
Panthers
cow,
that
Nick!
have books.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Nick.
Yeah, we're gonna be here a while.
Everyone, get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like some things I spec pretty hard on today.
Oh, so there's just multiple copies of.
Yes.
Some multiple copies. But it's just a big week.
75 copies of Amazing Spider-Man, 32 copies of.
I could not lay off it. As much as I tried, as much as I said that I would get in trouble from the wife, I had to get it.
Oh,
There's
that's the Valentine's special.
Yes.
There, I can't
It
remember
looks
the
like
issue.
Adam Hughes' work, though. I'm sure it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not.
There was a cover that I saw for Red Zone. I don't know if it was this week or a future week that's upcoming, but I couldn't. When I saw it, I immediately said, "Man, somebody's got to buy that for Simple Simon," because it was like Red Sonja licking her sword.
I think he said he had a lick-worthy show today too. So, this one,
D-Swan.
Oh, nice.
I do like that cover. That's very kind of retro.
you see that price?
Oof.
Yikes.
I guess the guy was new when he rang it up. He saw $4.99, so that's what I got it for.
Nice.
Look at that.
Now
Look
you
at
can
that
buy it from
ratio
Nick for
variance.
75.
Yep. So I took that money. I took that $35 and I put it somewhere else. Just because I'm specking hard Black Panther. I don't know why, but one shop had it. I didn't think I was getting it today, and I wound up with 4 copies.
What is it?
It's just
Crimson
a
Rain.
Rods Out cover of the Kylo Ren guys.
It's Crimson Rain.
That's the cover I'm hoping to get if my LCS ever
Is
gets
that
out.
what's the ratio on that one, Nick?
That's not a ratio, it's just the
That's
F cover.
a different cover.
Oh, okay.
If you need one, Taylor, let me know.
I will, man. Yeah, thanks.
This one I got just
Nice.
because last week I loved the Coelho cover, the other Coelho cover, and I bought 3 just to hope I get a 9.8.
Stormbreakers are pretty nice books. A lot of them.
Scotty Young, just because.
I don't know that. But no.
Could have bought the ratio. I didn't want to. Figured Rob would pick it up. Great series, final issue.
I got to get caught up on that.
Yeah, I think I'm about 3 issues behind. Just because I'm digging the Chung covers. Cover by.
Very cool.
I'll probably read that one. Just because they said this was like 15 years in the making, I don't know, but Dan Slott, who knows?
So it'll be 15 more years before it gets to a point.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, Nick Fury as a watcher makes sense.
Number 7. I'm interested. I've liked this series since the beginning. I'm kind of digging where it's going. Hopefully, we'll see what's up. More spec. The other cover. I'm hoping this series ends soon because I really don't want to buy anymore.
I gave up on that one a while ago. That was hard.
What issue number is that?
That's number 8.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Just
Taking a long
because
time to
Oh,
get to
you
8.
got one of those.
Scotty Young. I've been buying everything he puts out.
Adorable.
I really dug this cover for the Monkey Prince, and I think Jimmy told me to buy this one this week, so I did.
Yeah,
He's
I've held
picking
off.
earwax out of his ear, by the way.
Is that the art germ?
That's the
Yeah, I didn't pick one up today because we could leave that book behind at my LCS. We have the writer coming by to do signings in the shop this week.
You should go smack Rob. Show up that day and just smack him.
No, because of COVID, what they're doing is you have to buy or drop off your books ahead of time, and he's coming in when people aren't there. And he did the same thing with Shang-Chi.
Is he gonna be in time for the red foil? Because I think the red foil comes out next week.
How do you get that red foil?
I think it comes in this week.
It comes out on the 9th.
Well, he comes out. He's coming into the shop this week. Books had to be in like tomorrow or something.
Well, I'm interested in getting him to sign one if you want to help me out, and I could get you one signed by the artist in exchange if you're interested.
Right, if they get extras, which they usually do, I'll grab one for you.
Cool. See, Nick, I'm not just another pretty face.
Oh, I know this. And honestly, just in honor of your thumbnail.
Yeah, baby. Is that 10?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Where do you get them all from?
Arthur Adams.
You go to different shops.
Same shop. First appearance on a cover and in the book. Infinite Wars number 3. First appearance of a whole bunch of characters is the 1 in 25.
Since they were listing, I saw them like on eBay for like $15, like before they even came out. It's like
Swordmaster number 12, last issue. Miles Morales 10, First Ultimatum. And in honor of this morning's festivities, the 1 in 25, Kylo Ren 3. This is first cameo of Avar Chris.
That came out today?
No. This is just other stuff I picked up.
Okay, I was going to say, I was pretty sure that's like an old series.
Well, now I know what's happening in Boba Fett.
No. That wasn't it. And the origin of Black Kirsten. There's some other stuff that came today too, but I'm redoing The Office and it's somewhere else. That's it.
Excellent. Austin.
All right. I had a pretty light week, but I did treat myself to a little book too.
That's a nice sweatshirt.
Obviously, I had to pick that up. I'm going to have to read it digitally, though, because this isn't one that is going to read very easily.
Claim whatever that becomes.
And then, of course, I had to get this.
Yeah. He's got nothing to do with that copy, though.
No. But as much as I like this cover, I thought cover B was much better.
So much better.
The first one was Beren's. Who did that one? Is that Capullo?
No, Barbary?
No.
Austin over Barbary.
They don't worry. They just get both.
Got that. Got that B cover. This was pretty good. I'm glad that Batman's picking back up.
It was the best one of Williamson's run.
Yeah.
Well, there's only been 3, right?
It was better than most of Tynan's bullshit too. So.
And then I got to pick that up. I was actually looking forward to reading this. So.
Y'all are welcome to disagree with me. I just really hate it.
Many of us do.
And then these next two purely cover buys.
I didn't even
that homage. I had to get that.
It's barely ever homaged. I wonder why that happened.
Yeah.
And then that one.
I enjoyed Monkey Prince.
That's the best one.
This one?
Yeah, I think that's the best one.
I liked it. But yeah, it was a pretty light week for me. But then I saw a book sitting on the wall, and I was a fan. The price was right, so I picked that up.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah! Yeah!
That's a great book.
So yeah, I'm now that my Spawn run is coming to a close, I am jumping into the horror comics. But with the horror comics, it's all cover buys. I'm not after high grades or anything like that. If I like the cover, it's mine.
So are you going for like pre-code horror, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. There are a couple of pre-code horrors that I really want. There's 3 or 4 issues of Tales from the Crypt that I'd really like to get my hands on. Of course, I have to have the Eerie Comics #1, the Nosferatu bondage cover. But that's so rare, hard to find.
Do you know? Do you follow Yeah Man I Got Comics on Instagram, or do you know him at all, Eric?
No.
You might want to touch base with him because he raffles some off once in a while, and he's got a pretty decent collection of horror books. And I think he's trying to get rid of most of his raw books. So
very good. I'll check it out.
So Austin, are you going to be chasing DC stuff or Marvel stuff, or it just doesn't matter if the cover's appealing, you'll pick it up?
Yeah, if I like the cover, I'm going full cover buys. I am going to try to do a few more DC keys here and there just to jump on that train before everything gets hot in DC. But yeah, just cover buying now.
Excellent.
I also got some slabs today in the mail.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see them.
Let's do it.
Wow.
2 of these are marks. We'll start off with a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Not clean, not pressed, but that's the way Mark Daddy wanted it.
He's going to be happy with that grade.
Yep, a little Kirby-esque crackle is why he liked it. This one is now mine. We worked out a trade for this one.
Oh, nice.
Is that nice in the house on late 1 in 25 third print? I ordered this almost a year ago and it just came today.
Wow. Has she been in any issues in the last 8? Like, yeah.
No, because Tynan's done. So all of those Tynan creations,
all of those spandex chickadees are probably gone. This one too. I mean, this series is done. I just got it today. A year ago. Spec.
I don't think she's Spec anymore.
Spec. Spec. Spegola.
Oh boy.
I love that one.
That's a great cover.
Wow. All right, Remy.
Yeah! Yeah!
This was cleaned and pressed, and of course, CGC issues. Little piece of plastic right there.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not cool.
Whatever, dude. Not even worth it to send it back in, but those are slabs for today. Also dropped off 5 of them to CBCS for 2-day grading. So we'll see in a couple days.
Yeah, I was telling Chris before the start, I got like 7 or 8 emails from CBCS today, including one of the shipments that went from received to graded to encapsulation to shipped all
in one day.
I finally got a tracking number for my CBC books I sent to the presser 11 months ago.
Yes.
All right, congratulations.
God.
Yeah, I've got stuff there since June being pressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shipped them. It took him like 3 months to press, so they went to CBCS on like June 1st. So it's been 8 months almost to the day.
Yeah, no, I had some. Well, I sent. What was really weird was I had one of my emails was actually them receiving books that I just shipped 3 days ago. They brought them in and received them, and they're not fast anything. They're just all the original art, all the sketch covers that I had stacked up here. I sent like 7 sketch covers in, but then some other stuff got a couple shipments shipped out today, which is good.
So, Nick, are you still seeing significant price differences between CBCS and CGC?
It depends on the book, really. It's like my thinking. I had sent today to CBCS the Omni-Man Invincible variant, the sketch one. I was like, do I send it walkthrough for $150? Maybe get a 9.6, or do I spend $50? Like, what's going to be the selling point? Is it going to be $100 difference? And time? I have to wait that much time to get it back? I mean, even in a walkthrough, we're talking like 2 weeks. So I was like, I'll just pay $50, have it done, and I'll pick it up on Monday if we're not frozen here in Texas. And somebody will take it. Somebody will take it. Time is of the essence. So for me, the price difference is not worth the time, because if I wait a length of time, CGC takes, I could be losing a whole lot more money. So
yeah, for sure.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think what I noticed, like if you're looking at the something like Go Collect or something where you're looking at prices on, CGC and CBCS, there's very little there's less books that are being sold as CBCS, and so there's not as many sample sizes. So sometimes the price difference between the CGC and the CBC is vast, but it's only because there's like one CBCS compared to 10 CGCs or something that were sold, and sometimes they're right on top of each other or flipped. It's really,
I get it. Honestly, for me, CBCS is a far superior product.
I've definitely
and tougher grades too, right?
The slabs are solid. I had one that fell off a wall and didn't even crack. I'm talking for like 6 feet up.
Plus, you don't get the Newton rings and like
no Newton rings. The whole thing with the grader's notes.
But Nick, you get a white sticker.
Signature verification.
But Nick, you can spend another $5 just to get a character put on that label too.
Yeah, an ugly drawn of Venom.
Yeah, but if I submit 5 books and I only get the label on one, they're going to charge me an extra $5 to.
But Nick, you get to pay a submission fee for the privilege of sending in books to them.
Preach it to the choir.
But Nick, they'll charge you more for the same thing.
No, they're both companies are on my shit list. CGC is awful, and CBCS has shitty ass communication skills.
This is true.
It's like my ex-girlfriend.
CGC, I will agree 100%. Their dashboard and their ability to respond is light years better. Not that it's great,
no,
but it's light years better than the CBCS dashboard and CBCS's response times. But
would you guys all agree that CBCS right now is a tougher grader, which kind of makes it the more respectable grade?
I don't think that I don't think it's really all that significantly different. Everything's subjective to begin with. Right. What we suspect is that their grading systems are aligned, since Steve when founded CBCS, used to be a CGC grader. So you assume that the grading things are aligned, but neither one of them really has laid out the details of what their grading scale is and isn't. They just use very broad.
Chubby makes a good point, but it's also flipped, because you never know when you're going to get a $600 bill from CGC.
At CGC sometimes also with that, they'll hit you. I don't care for the split billing that they do. Personally, if you see something with CCS, but sometimes they forget, and then all of a sudden they combine a bunch of bills together, do one massive charge, and their itemized bill doesn't itemize what actually is being charged. It's very difficult you just have to assume that they're correct.
So my question is just expanding on what Chubby put there. Now, we all seen price changes in the last 12 months with both companies. Mm-hmm. If you submit to CBCS right now, I'm presuming it's a little bit less wait time to get it back than what CGC is. But if there's a price change because they've charged you right off the bat,
no.
Do you get charged again, or is your price locked in no matter what happens over, say, the next 8 to 10 months?
Well, I would speculate because CBCS has not done a wholesale price increase like that. Their price increase that they did was strictly just a fast tracking, essentially. And from that aspect, it's when if your book is received, your book is received, and it's been charged. Them raising their prices only affects new submissions, and they usually will post submissions received after a certain date, or created in the system after a certain date. So,
yeah,
because
go ahead.
I was just saying, because like my books at CGC that are still there from April of 2021 that were there before the first price hike, even though when they go to charge me, they're charging me. They're supposed to charge me what I sent it in at back in April 2021, not the
new adjusted prices. Yeah,
not the first price increase or the second price increase that's gone into effect since I sent books in.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would rather get billed right away and then wait.
Yeah, me too.
Because then have the surprise like 6 to 8 months later. It's like I'll budget for it when I send it in. Then and it's like, okay, then yeah.
And regardless of spec value, like for me, I'm always about instant gratification. I always want to know. I always want my stuff back quick.
Right.
All right. So for me, $45 to pay for 2 days and knowing that I can have that book back in a week means everything to me. Because I'm always fast passing or whatever the expedited part is. I'm always about that. Like when I'm even submitting regular modern books to CGC, I'll submit one walkthrough so they all get put in the system at the same time, so I can cut months off.
Okay.
So, what?
Blow them up, Rob.
No, I'm not showing it off. Rob knows what it is. I just got done recording like one of my favorite videos ever. And you shall see later. Yeah, I'm very excited.
You can't like tease me like that though, man.
Oh yeah, I can tease it. I can tickle it. Shit, I'll spit on it for you, bro.
But he ain't gonna let you. But he's gonna ruin your.
You want to see? Here, I'll show you.
All right.
This isn't what I was showing, but I'll show you what I showed off today, which Rob has also already seen. Show nice. Darkman.
What kind of slap?
Yeah!
Love it.
You guys are all welcome to that.
Is that like a homemade slab?
No, it's a do-it-yourself slab though.
Hello, Chip.
It's called Comic Skins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's the official slab of EGS.
Yeah, for now.
Right on top of Chip. Chip, open your mouth.
All right, Mark, show us what you got for New Comic Book Day.
All the same shit y'all did, man.
Oh, come on. It's a freaking tagline on the show.
Yep.
Never heard of him.
Oh, see, no one got that one, the backbone.
Because we
no one got that. That's crazy.
No one got the backbone.
Dude, this was really good. It was like the big prequel for the big crossover. Continued in the pages of Battle for Earth 3, where Titans, Suicide Squad, and the Crime Syndicate love all three of those teams. But what's crazy is I have all three of those teams' first appearances. Now that I think about it, how cool is that?
Spec.
No, I like
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
That's funny because she's getting her own series now. There's her first cover appearance.
But that didn't come. Did that come out this week? That didn't come
No, that came out weeks ago.
No, I picked them up today.
Who was it?
Hey, are those mine?
Captain Britain.
What? Are those mine?
What's her face? Peggy Carter is
Captain Carter.
Yeah, Captain Carter. I like. They were just the last four on the shelf. They've been out for a few weeks, so I'm like, dude, I'll grab them and throw them in Legion loot boxes. And if they do something hot, that's an even better giveaway.
What are you doing with the Black Panthers?
Selling them to you, Kyle. Nick, how much am I selling them to him for?
I think
$57.
$30 last I heard.
You can have them for $50, Kyle, because I love you.
The lot.
No, not the lot. That's crazy. We're not going to do them like that. We're not going to sell them worthless books.
I thought friends and family.
We're going to sell them valuable books because we love them. We want them to have valuable books. They're $50.
Nice.
All right.
Plus shipping.
Oh man.
Because gas is expensive.
Yeah, I'm driving them to you, Kyle.
They are just right around the corner.
I could have
You're
sworn I had
driving
more.
out here,
I
man.
got more
I'll pay
books,
50
but they're
bucks.
in. The rest of my
Kyle,
haul was in bed, like
you
next
need-
to my bed. But
you
I got
need-
like a Detective
Your
Comics
wife's in bed
and
with your
other
haul?
stuff.
You need
Okay.
to pay him too, Kyle, because he owes me $4.
$4.
Yeah.
$4.
Wait, who owes who $4?
He owes me $4.
Yeah, I did owe him 5, but I was able to
He was
type
able
out
to
a 7-word comment without any grammatical errors earlier. Which is a huge feat. That is a huge feat for me.
Chip,
Obviously, it had nothing to do with the maestro. Chip, how are you?
Hey,
Someone
Chip,
said Maestro.
How you doing?
are you watching the Boba Fett show?
I am.
don't talk about it. I haven't seen it yet. No time today.
Oh man.
But
Yeah, I
I
haven't
gotta
seen it
say,
either.
thank you to Chip again for this lovely gift and that's covering my face. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
Hey,
you're
Rob.
welcome. You're welcome.
Non-spoiler review. Boner alert, dude.
Dude.
Boner alert.
Dude.
Hey, well, also a non-spoiler, a highly upgraded CGI.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
very
yeah,
much so.
yeah.
Very much so.
Rob, check your IG. There's no.
All right,
there's
Chip.
no Boba Fett
Show us
spoiler.
what you got.
Now, Chip, are you?
I have
going
a
to
big
DLC?
package. I have a big package, guys.
Yeah,
That's
I've
what
heard
she
that.
said, but okay.
We're here for comic books, Chip.
Oh,
That is a
thing's gonna-
That's
large,
not what Kyle's here for.
Wow.
It's gonna
that
have
is a
some time
large package you got there in your hands.
That's
I know.
funny. I didn't send you anything my size.
That's a lot of bubble wrap.
Interested in that package.
That is a lot of bubble wrap.
the rest of Nick's finger.
Ignacio,
Yeah.
nice to see you.
I
Make
don't know.
sure-
if Pocan Joe is in the chat though, because this is from Mr.
Oh,
Pocan
is that
Joe.
what that is?
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a pair of,
Can
chopsticks. Got
Yes, exactly. Big pair of chopsticks.
So, non-spoiler, I guess you chose the lightsaber instead of the armor, huh?
I didn't get a choice.
Ah.
Wait, it was a choice.
Do you go
This is
Frodo
exciting.
Baggins or do you go
Uh-huh.
Luke Skywalker?
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
he is
Joe.
here. Should I open? What do you think, guys?
Show us what you got.
Listen, just
Ah.
do not cut your fingers off because, as I said before,
All right.
there's
We'll go
only
ahead and we'll
room
open
for
this
one.
bad boy. It's sitting How's everyone's comic book day today, by the way?
Chip, we don't want the preamble. Just open the box.
Damn.
It's about to get a lot better.
Feel the love. Up, little letter. Something about P.S. Nick sucks. Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, he was nice enough to put a little
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we're disappointed if there's not one of those. On the,
Yeah, exactly. Very good. I like that. That's good. I'll
just
show
a
my
decoy.
wife that.
Just a
Exactly.
decoy.
Yeah.
Is Chip now subbed up to Nick's channel?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Someone's. Oh, very cool. All right, boys. Well, I think one of the. Oh yeah. I have to glue one of the gems. They fell off, but
Send it back.
this is
All right,
it.
If Chip kills himself, I want the Austin LeMay artwork.
I want that gang print.
Whoa.
What? It works
Nice.
just out of the freaking box.
Hey, careful with your hand, Chip. You don't want to lose that hand.
It changes color too?
They want that.
Dude, that's awesome.
No,
pretty
no
cool.
assembly required. Just pulls it out, turns it on.
That's pretty damn
what's up.
cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Cheers to that.
Okay,
Very
then.
cool. Holy crap. This is awesome.
No assembly
All right,
required,
now-
Kyle. What do you think Joe did for freaking last 30 days?
Oh, I just meant from Chip.
Oh,
All he has to do is glue a gem back on.
I don't know if you guys can hear all that.
No.
My mic is muting it all out. Hold on.
No background noise.
Yeah, it's got the noise gate.
Oh, yeah.
No?
Yeah, we can hear it
Yeah,
now.
we can hear it.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see you smack
I
the
know,
camera.
man. It scared the crap out of me.
All right. Now I got to try to figure out how to change color.
All right, so Chip, I have to ask you, if you can change it to a color, what color would you change it to?
Oh, it's got to be red.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to bleed that bad boy. Bleed that stone. Very
green.
cool.
Nicely
This
done, Joe.
is
Yeah.
awesome. Very, very cool. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'll have to. Looks like I have to glue two of the gems in there. But it's got these little gems in there.
That Pocan Joe's all right in my book.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. This is so freaking cool.
One day he's giving a finger. Next month he's giving something that I can chop one off.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe giveth and Joe taketh away.
Yeah! Yeah!
that's never going to get old on my channel. I'm sorry.
I have it queued up for Nacho and Nick tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I actually reached out to him and I'm like, hey man, do you mind if I borrow that and use it on my channel? He's like, have at it, man. I'm like, all right.
All right. I got to figure a way to display it now.
He's outside.
Huh. Very cool. Thank you very much, Joe. I very much appreciate it.
Just walk around
with
it as a strap on all day long.
Yeah. It's very cool.
Chip, you can lower that lower the Vader and maybe put 2 hooks up on.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of use it as a pseudo LED light. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Probably stick it up there without lowering the beta. It's pretty good. And it goes up pretty high. So
Chris actually bought books.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have any books though, because I have no comics today. So I have worked all day. So unfortunately, I have a whole stack of Immortal Hulks I'm cataloging. If you want to check those out. But no.
Chip, are you picking them up at the store still, or are you getting them from Mill Street?
No, I was doing Mill Street, and then I stopped just because it was getting confusing. I was double dipping all the time, waiting for them to come in from Mill Street once a month, but then actually going to the shop and buying. So then I'd end up with like doubles of everything, and there were like doubles of things that weren't worth having doubles. So just because I was impatient and forgetful. So I stopped the Mill Street, and then after that, then I jumped into a project and haven't been able to get to the shop since then. So it's been about a month now for me. So I'll have a nice tall stack of books there by the time I go and walk out broke. So unfortunately, none of it's good spec though, because I don't collect any of the Black Panther or any of the other ones you guys have been checking out. So everything I get is pretty much just.
I don't know if I call those. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I call like the Black Panther good spec.
I wouldn't call it good spec.
I would call it
fun to watch the eBay
flippable
sales,
spec. You know, like.
Well, that 1 in 25 is over $500, so somebody's doing something with it.
Yeah, I seen that there was some sell for that. I was like, holy crap, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean there's some money being made, but like,
yeah,
there's also people paying $1,000 for a Kirkham cover of a book that came out 5 years ago. So, like,
oh, really? Wow.
I'm not. Listen, if you can sell it and make it, you go right the fuck ahead. I have nothing against flipping.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't.
I thought that book was 5 figures.
With that book, it's so weird because on eBay they're like $10,000. You know that's the median price.
They're what they're asking.
That's what they're asking.
Yeah.
You know, some people on IG have listed them for $4K and made a sale that way.
I mean, on eBay, these tumblers are $3 million on eBay, but as Taylor knows, they don't cost that much.
But I do know that raw they have been ranging between like $1,000, $1,500 raw.
Wait, what book is this?
Any of those Invincible Tyler
Invincible, the whatnot foils.
Yeah. Okay.
Although that Spider-Man boot just flooded the market with the Omni-Man one, so we'll see how long that spec lasts.
Yeah, that's why I put mine with the 2-day for CBCS today. So I'm gonna pick one up. I'm gonna get rid of it too.
Clean copy.
Very cool.
Hello, Carlito.
Are you drinking a whiskey right now, Carlito? I miss Carlito. I haven't seen Carlito in a while.
Yeah, where's Carlito been? He has been missing.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
a
here
brother
now.
to the leaf. It's been a while.
Got the music going.
StreamYard.
StreamYard. Come on, Chip. Oh, that's one of your.
What? Did you handpick that music?
Something.
What's up, Carlito? What's up, Drip Doggy? That's the first time I've said those words together out loud ever.
Hey, comic book Drip Dog. Yeah, that in the mix with him a couple weeks back, man, was fascinating. And it was funny to hear Lynx break his it's funny, like people and I think Austin can attest to this too. Maybe when you drive, Austin, there in Arizona and somebody cuts in front of you, does the New York come out?
Every time I get pissed off, yeah.
So to hear Lynx talking to Drip Dog, you kind of hear Lynx flip that, his accent, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it builds strength, that's for sure.
So, Chip, it looks like your package should have been delivered today. Delivered to the front desk receptionist mailroom.
Okay. If you guys have not, I don't have it sitting next to me or I'd show it, but if you guys have not had a chance to check out my Monday comic book swap, Eddie from Old Man Collectibles sent me a really cool thing that was not a comic book. So
it wasn't toe socks?
It was not toe socks. It was actually something I done. Matchbox car. So, and it's not a Matchbox car. You're probably not going to guess it unless you know what I'm into or like have actually watched it, but it's a cool thing. So.
Hey, has anybody mentioned Ignacio's new Kickstarter or the book that he's been working on live with everybody? Like is on Kickstarter now. He was like screen sharing and drawing, and someone would talk to him and he would answer.
Yeah,
him.
he sent a DM.
I think he just sent me a DM. Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, I just got it too. So the campaign is called Breakneck Fantasy Anthology. It's on Kickstarter. He's not only one of the artists on one of the stories, but he's also one of the editors on it. So if there's anybody in the chat who didn't get the announcement directly from him or saw it or whatever, one of our awesome community members here is an artist and creates comic books, and he just has a new project on Kickstarter called Breakneck Fantasy Anthology. If you want the direct link to it, I can send it to anybody. Just let me know.
I'm going to put it in the chat right now.
There we go.
Beat you to it. Look at that. Oh yeah, I'm fat like a bunny.
Yeah, it's funny, but your show partner has not got a DM yet, Nacho.
Poor Nick.
Not your problem.
I'll have to give him a stern talking to tomorrow.
And the currency listed on it is Canadian, so the numbers on there are fictitious. It's really a lot less. So pledge high.
Mm-hmm.
Are they really?
Yeah, it is Canadian. Wow.
Yeah. He said that the editor
I had a chance to look at it.
Yeah, the main editor is in Canada. And it does ship anywhere in the U.S. per the Kickstarter.
Okay. Who's going to be the publisher then, Ignacio? Mark, if you don't already know, is it SourcePoint or what? Because that's a publisher I generally think of when I think of like true independence rolling out of Canada.
I don't know if Mark didn't hear you or he just.
I did. I'm reading it to look and see. I don't know off the top of my head, asshole, but I'm trying to find the answer right now.
Wow.
Well, I guess this video's not going to be on the stream in the Augusta Book Exchange with all that swearing.
Don't worry, he still puts the links in the chat. It looks like it's a published company called. I don't see it on here anywhere, so they might just be doing it. It's us via Kickstarter, so they're self-publishing it all the way.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
You put the link to?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
So yeah, Joe, Illuminati has one coming out as well, but I don't think that's been released yet.
He also has a Ghost Rider #1 variant coming out that is insane.
That's not Ghost Rider.
No, this isn't, but this is already out. This is
That's my rendition of Ghost Rider.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's Power Turtles.
Yeah, that was awesome, Austin. I appreciate that.
No, absolutely, man. They were just sitting here on the floor.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
I like when
Check for
floor
Dan's
art just
feedback.
arrives in Georgia.
They
Uh-huh.
What was that, Chris?
I said I just love when floor art just randomly shows up in Georgia. It's always good.
Yeah. A lot of stuff
It's
gets dumped here, I guess.
Yeah, that's wicked.
I have to go back and find the stream where you drew this. When you're like, "What should I draw?" I'm like, "Draw the Spectre," because I want to get the date from the stream. Because I'm gonna put a label on it. And I want to have like the actual date from it on there.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for someone to say it. Brother John, anything else on the floor? Just let me know.
He's got a lot. And speaking of Brother John, I just opened a package from him. Blew my mind.
John's package blew your mind.
It did. It was huge.
I got all kinds of random.
Like, when his package showed up unannounced, I'm like, oh, I have an idea of what's in there, and I assumed one thing, but
Blow up Austin there, Rob, will you?
Oh, you don't need to. I'm not
Well,
gonna.
blow up Austin, or we should blow up Mark.
oh, blow off.
No, we
Chris,
don't need.
where are you at, man?
Blow them both.
I'm right here.
He's in an undisclosed location in the Witness Protection Program.
Yeah.
Over here, man. Over here. Show something now.
Forget about it.
Here. Oh, show. There you go. There's something sitting on the floor.
Voltron banging at.
Mm-hmm.
That one was from 2001, I think.
I like your green light.
Hey Google, turn lights to blue.
Hey, I want you to see something, Kyle. Look.
Why did my phone just turn blue?
Yes.
You got my light, too. That's why me and Kyle are always in the same mood.
Hey Google, turn off all the lights.
When the lights go down.
Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate it, Taylor. Saving my power bill.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Yeah, a little late to the game.
Totally original.
I'm glad you got one.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Did anybody get the Virgin copy of that from anywhere?
No, I only saw one person online with it.
I think I got some coming from Mutant Beaver.
Nice. Was it a ratio or was it exclusive to certain stores? What was the deal with that one?
I think it was just exclusive to a few stores.
Does it say Virgin Beaver on the?
Virgin Beaver. There's a funny movie called Zombie Beavers. Like it knows it's goofy, but it's got like Bill Burr in it. Even it's pretty funny.
I like Bill Burr.
You don't?
I do.
Oh yeah, I love his stand-up, man. He's
F is for Family. He's another cigar connoisseur. Yeah.
He told a story at the end of one of his stand-ups about how a man could feel loved. I gotta send it to you. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up. Even though I already did mess it up.
Do you know the rest of it?
Yeah, great story, Nick.
It's over in like a New York minute. Yeah.
It lasts as long as he does.
Ignacio, I bought a package even though you didn't even tell. I had to get the website from Mark.
Oh. Mark, you want to show off that little bit of Canadiana you got in your hands there? No. Yes. Look at Todd delivering with the Suicide Squad. This is Mark's fourth child, I should say. The newest addition to the household. I think you're muted, Mark.
This thing is phenomenal.
Yeah. That turned out really cool. That King Shark is badass.
Nice.
Yeah, but like the level of showmanship that goes into the box alone, with all like the little comic print around it, and these little things that are standing up in here, they're like reinforced so they don't like, you know what I mean? They don't get messed up easily. They're foiled and it's just a lot of little time and detail went into it, man.
Hey,
I like the Harley figure too.
Real question. How do they play in the bathtub?
Oh, perfectly, dude. Perfectly.
Do they float?
Yeah, for a minimal amount of time. King Shark drops like a rock. The rest of them have to fill up with water.
And then a big brown shark came. Yeah, Joe swimming in the water.
Yep.
Those hands are.
I hope somebody gets that reference. Is somebody get that reference?
Like
There's
Kung Fu grip.
slab hug ready, Rob.
That Kung Fu grip. Yeah.
Slab hug ready hands.
Kung Fu grip.
Should be gripping something.
Yeah, the javelin.
That's
Or
right.
javelin.
You disgusting.
So the only negative thing I would have to say about it is really not about the set, but it's about the McFarlane figures and his Canadian pacifism of not including firearms with these characters with iconic firearms.
I didn't even know that he was doing that. So he doesn't do firearms on toys anymore. Is it?
Yeah, he's not doing firearms in them anymore.
So it's not blood sport, it's just sport.
So, like, this is actually super cool because most of them have, like, this midpoint of articulation on them, and he has it. But this is actually, like, a separate piece. It's an actual shirt that they put over him before they put the arms on, so the texture on it actually feels different than the actual plastic. And you can, if you put the pressure on him, you can actually move that point of articulation underneath it. So even where John...
Did you find out about that after your video? Because I don't think you mentioned that in your
video. Like I found out about that when I was putting them back up and stuff. So in the video, like they were in the box for the first and back end of the video, and then I took him out with the kid with Finn, and that's when I figured it out when I started looking at him a little bit more, and I've learned a lot about the toys and myself when I was playing with them in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm. Now, does he not include guns on DC figures?
See, and that's what I was wanting to look back into because this is the crazy part. He does like the Warhammer figures too, right? And he's got like some of the Spawn figures, and even dude's got a trigger finger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the standard Peacemaker comes with the sword from the scene when it was like raining in the middle of the daylight and they were storming Jotunheim. This is the weapon Peacemaker ran in with. Like none of them were using guns in that scene because they were trying like to go a little bit undetected. But the variant, the unmasked variant, comes with the axe that they stormed the camp with when he like was chopping the dude who's asleep. But even like what got me is like Bloodsport. You know, he comes with the two swords from where they were storming Jotunheim also, and those are the only two that would really benefit from a gun, and they both come with trigger fingers. Like that's how their hands are posed.
Is that the scabies helmet that comes with Peacemaker?
This is not the scabies helmet, unfortunately.
Everybody needs to have a scabies helmet.
Challenge yourself.
Does Polka Dot Man have like different faces? So when he's all polka dotty.
So Polka Dot Man's kind of like probably did the best job with the little detail, like on the suit and everything. Like there's kind of like big little standout features of each of them.
If they would have included one figure with his mother in it, I would have been all over it.
Yeah, he should have been the Build-A-Figure. So like his face is probably the most accurate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
gotta hold it up. You gotta hold it higher. There you go. So like if I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a lot of little bitty texturing that's done on his suit and everything.
bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy, mommy.
That's all that's left.
I guess.
Awesome. So he's got the polka dots that clamp onto the arm, fit
Oh,
onto
nice.
the arm, nice. And then he came with his goggles
I'm
as
gonna
well.
call them and pay that.
Yeah, do it. Knock it out. It's hard to get out one-handed here. So the goggles are fantastic.
So they gave him all the accessories.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
So,
go.
Austin, let me ask you: Todd McFarlane, greater artist or greater action figure creator?
Oh, action figure.
Oh, don't listen to him. Greater artist.
I don't know. I just saw that set. It's dead.
Fucking
artist.
There's
He's
no
like
rat
writing
catcher.
stories.
We're talking about the guy whose work is the most homage covers in modern comic book
He also revolutionized an entire industry
Yeah,
of
he
toys.
really
Let's
Like
also not forget that McFarlane's name is on the product, but he doesn't sculpt these toys.
No, he doesn't. But like, go back to when he first started figures. You know what I mean? He changed the game. He
Oh, no,
was-
absolutely.
Well, and that's in that respect too. He changed the game of comics as well. Like he's literally been at like the front line of everything that he touches. Man, the guy, he's the Todd father for a reason. He really is.
I gotta say, he's had a bigger impact on the action figure industry.
What? Come on, he changed
I don't know if I
Spider-Man's
can agree with
suit.
that.
Like, come on.
Now, he legitimately had a bigger impact on toys than he did on comics. He's a legend in comics, but he's like, he literally changed the name of games. He's the one who made toys for adults for the first time. You know?
Yeah, he's like the legend among legends in comics, but he's like the guy in that.
Yeah, there's comparable people, and you can say, I like this guy better, kind of thing. But there's only one Todd McFarlane when it comes to toys.
Noise.
Quit playing with it, Chris, or you'll go blind.
Mommy.
Exactly.
But this one's kind of the most bland. There's a lot of little detail to them and stuff, but because it's so much blue and just orange, it comes out as really, really flat, in my opinion. Oh no. He's scared of me.
Austin, maybe Austin, you can answer this question for me. I thought I heard a little while ago. Is Todd now a dual citizen, or is he still just a Canadian? Or would you even know?
Well, I wouldn't know, but I would imagine. Is his wife Canadian as well?
Yeah. Yeah. I know their children are American, but yeah, him and his wife are Canadian.
I don't know. For as long as I can remember, he's always lived here in the States.
Yeah. That's why I wondered if he was now dual. You know, probably make life so much easier, especially for traveling.
If not, I mean, he's Todd McFarlane. He comes and goes as he pleases.
How
Also,
can
It's true.
how
The
can,
border just opens up.
how can
You're-
two Canadians make an American?
The original Old Boy has one of the best fight
This
scenes.
is where it's born.
If
It's
they're
all
born
about
in America,
location,
they would
location,
they automatically
location.
become Americans.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just
I know
like
Jim
the
Carrey
money.
has
You take
dual
a bunch of
citizenship now.
Canadians, put it all together, and it's $1.
And why is there always one of anything left over? Always, why?
Ooh, no. Yeah, I get it. Like he's a groundbreaker when it comes to action figures and that, but if it wasn't for comic books, it just wouldn't happen.
Okay, so let me ask you: do you think if you subtract him, if you completely forget about any work he's done in comic books, would you still say he's missed?
I don't know that I could rightfully answer that because I'm not a toy guy.
No, I mean I'm not either. But I mean, when he came around, what he did, like his first foray, whatever he did, like that first Spawn series was just like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
We went straight from that first run of Spawn to like Movie Maniacs and all that.
Oh, yeah.
for me, it was the one that just made me turn my head on the stuff that he was doing was the Dragons. When he did Todd McFarlane's Dragons, I was just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Horror Maniacs and the music figures he got into a little bit after that. Then he got the licenses for the 4 major sports.
Yeah, when he started doing baseball and hockey, he really opened up to a broader
Forget all
audience.
that. None of that matters.
But I think he changed the game with variants.
If you took McFarlane away, forget the toys. Because what the hell would people have been doing for comic book covers for the last 20, 30 years? They wouldn't have been able to do their freaking Spider-Man 1s and ASM 300s and their Hulk, whatever the flips it is. I mean,
It'd have to be original.
Oh, God.
Heaven
Well,
forbid.
how could we move on?
Rob, that means there will only be 30 variants instead of, 35.
That's true.
I mean, it's weekly though, right? It's once
It
a
is.
week they're doing it.
Yeah, well, because there's no new ideas.
Well, in their defense, they put a book out like that, and Nick buys 10, and
Yeah.
oh, hey, it sells. Let me go get it.
Yeah.
I didn't buy any homages. Well, I bought the DC Showcase homage.
Like, what was the last McFarlane homage that was actually exciting? The Batman one from a couple months ago?
No, probably the one that you're holding in your hand.
Yeah, the one in your
I'm
hand.
excited about
Yeah.
that Venom one, but before that Batman one where they took it and said, hey, we're not going to homage it. We're going to make a trade dress version. We're going to make a virgin variant. We're going to make a silver variant. We're going to make a gold variant.
I remember
And I shrugged at all of them. I was like,
when Todd did his signing at CGC during the pandemic, was it early last year? And I remember like some of the rules were no homages, whatever. And I kind of thought that's a good idea because he would literally be there for a month, like signing just the homage, never mind the original cover work, original stories that he's affiliated with, or blank covers. But yeah, like imagine how many people would ship this one in just on spec alone for Todd to sign, even though it's
But what if you sent in like
almost a facsimile? It's so damn close.
Like Spawn 300? Would he sign that? I mean, it's an homage.
Yeah, but he's affiliated with the book, though. He wrote the story.
Got it. So his own derivative artwork is fine.
Whoa, derivative! Oh my goodness! Wow.
And Todd knows what sells.
I mean, the man's made 4 covers.
yeah.
A little bit more than
And
that.
he's made a career out of it.
Made a career.
Remy
of
Hugh,
a
baby.
Okay, can we play for Remy?
Well, first Chris has to hold up the book. Hold on. Let's do.
I got one of these, and I'm so happy.
Oops, wrong.
Mark?
Wrong thing that we blew up. Hold on.
Hey, Mark.
I can't do the controls. I can't be trusted. Say it again.
I'm so happy I got this. It's a little late, but it's here. I promise that will never go away.
Come on, Chip.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Listen, and I mentioned this to Mark this morning when I finished watching it. Just like at that end scene, to notice who it was, I was like, all right, that's effing awesome. But I really I could not wait.
We talking about this?
To actually see his face.
Did you actually flip to the end, Chris?
I did. And I was just kind of like, oh my God, really? But
Yeah,
You would never have suspected that Strawberry Shortcake was going to show up in Cross.
I would have been more badass if it was Strawberry Shortcake.
Spoiler.
It's Butch.
Can we spoil that in the private chat?
The crossover?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Do you want us to type it?
I gave up after issue 7.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Chip Zdarsky shows up at the end.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. That's all right.
Yeah. Full page splash. Yeah.
I have to admit, now having known that, I'm less excited.
Yeah.
I know. I was hoping for blueberry muffin instead of strawberry shortcake.
Right?
Look at you. Oh, well done. Well done.
Some munchie cheese.
Munchie cheese. Wow.
Hey, I have a question. Why does when books are deemed as returnable, why do you have to rip the cover off?
Because you don't actually
it can be returned and not resold.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't. They don't want to pay to have those things shipped back to them because that costs money, and they want to make sure that if they're returnable, that you're not then just saying, "Oh, I'm going to return all these books," and then selling them to make money on it, to make additional money. So they destroy by tearing the cover off. You're destroying it. It used to be originally it was like, okay, tear the covers off, and you'd ship the covers back to them, as proof that you destroyed them. But then they eventually got rid of that too. And just made it that you had to do it. You have to basically sign an affidavit that you destroyed them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They used to kill me. That was one of my jobs at Musicland when I was like 18, working at the mall in a store that sold music because music came on, real media back then. And we had a comic book spinner racks, and I was responsible for it. And I used to have to every week take books off the news racks and tear the covers off and sign the affidavit. I know.
That's
probably why the Maximum Clonage was done, was just to get back at me.
I didn't know it was a thing until I was asked to do it, and I was like, "What do you mean rip the covers off?" And it was like hundreds and hundreds of books that I did in like an hour, and I'm just like, "This is ridiculous."
Sacrilegious.
Yeah.
Like fuck the planet.
Basically, yeah. There's just it was all just baked in negativity and greed for.
You should have figured out some way to record it and make it into a whack hack later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sorry, I'm dealing with sending a message of me doing that to somebody, and they got offended at it. So yeah.
I did not. I was actually looking for it. I actually heard a little bit about it, that Valentino kind of just expresses a lot of stuff. There's a lot of interesting Liefeld in it as well. Did any of you guys get that timeline book?
No, I didn't even hear about it until I think Cover Price sent out an email this afternoon mentioning it. I didn't even know it was a thing.
And today is what, the 30th anniversary?
What book?
Yes.
The Image Timeline. Got a DC book. Mark didn't get it. I didn't even see it today, I don't think.
Yeah, it was like a $9 or $10 book, and it was not even really a comic. It was just they had like side panels with all the writing, and then a couple inserts with like photocopied letters and that kind of stuff on the inside of it. So it looked interesting enough, but I was like, I don't know how much I actually give a shit. So
yeah, I'll wait for the miniseries to come out on.
I knew how much I cared.
HBO.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's a story we've all heard many, many times.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm more interested in the whole union aspect of it. Tell me that story.
Did you guys see this is cool for numerous reasons, but Jang dropped a preview for his upcoming book, his variant for Rogue Sun, #1 from Image. So that's one of the other characters on the cover of the Supermassive book that has Radiant Black and those two other characters. Rogue Sun is one of them. And what he did is he homaged his own work for crossover when he did that Superman, Donny Cates Superman looking character on the crossover variant. This one is the same image, just reversed and changed up to be Rogue Sun, since it's another Image superhero thing. It is insane.
I saw that today. That looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Where's he selling that through?
It's going to be some shop that's not even on Instagram, doesn't have an Instagram presence. It's Comic Kingdom Creative.
Oh, that's the former Comic Kingdom of Canada.
Why have they changed their name? That's what I assume, because I bought books from Comic Kingdom, Jang books from them before.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they changed their name, but there's a few different comic outlets that went with that name, so maybe they decided to create it to make themselves a little bit different. That is fire.
Just had freaking They Might Be Giants come through my head. Why they changed the name? I don't know. Like it's just like it better that way.
Right? Everybody in that group is named John, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, all two of them.
Yeah, it's a fun cover. I've been seeing a lot of my email blasts from a lot of the online comic shops have been really promoting that Rogue Sun comic book. A lot of interesting covers coming for that. But with that said, we'll wrap this up. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on New Comic Book Day. And Chip, thanks for unveiling that lightsaber from Joe.
Well, thank you for having me.
That was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
And Nick, thanks for showing us the 2 slabs that Mark got through your facilitation.
3.
Was there 3? But yeah. Gentlemen, as always, again, thank you very much. Stay safe in your neck of the woods. And if you're close to where I am or in this general vicinity or whatever, get that shovel ready because blizzards suck. Take care, everybody.